the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, once again talking about race in America. Hey, everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Coming to you from the office here at the KFYO studios, and the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich, who is no stranger to talking about social justice issues and talking about race relations in America, once again talked about race relations in America. This time before a Utah Jazz game on Monday night, the head coach was asked about whether it's important or not for the NBA to celebrate Black History Month. Of course, the head coach said, yeah, of course it is. He said, I think it's pretty obvious. Our league is made up of a lot of black guys. To honor that and understand it is pretty simplistic. How would you ignore that? It's pretty obvious. He then went on to say this. More importantly, we live in a racist country that hasn't figured it out yet. Popovich said it is always important to bring attention to it, even if it angers some people. The point is, you have to keep it in front of everybody's nose and let them know it still hasn't been taken care of, and we still have a lot to do. I agree with part of that statement. We still have a lot of work to do. I think every nation still has a lot of work to do to eliminate bigotry and racism and hatred. But we've gotten a lot better here in the United States. I would not say that this is a racist country at all anymore. Do we have racist in the United States? Of course we do. Just about every nation has racist or bigots in their country. You're not going to get rid of that, unfortunately. But for Greg Popovich to label the entire nation a racist country is pure BS. He doesn't like the guy in the Oval Office. We know that. He's no fan of Donald Trump. But I never heard Greg Popovich ever talk about how racist we were as a nation when Barack Obama was president of the United States. Suddenly a Republican becomes president. Greg Popovich, known as a guy who wants to talk about social justice issues, and I quite frankly, I think it doesn't matter if Donald Trump were president or Marco Rubio or Ted Cruz or any of these other guys. Greg Popovich still would probably say the exact same thing, that we live in a racist country. We don't. Racism, for the most part, people hate racism in this country. It's not like the sports leagues are suffering due to racism. It's not it at all. People are still watching sports. They're going to NBA games. They're going to football games. Now, fewer are going to those games and watching those games, but it has a lot to do with politics being involved in the sports arena. People are sick and tired of politics and sports mixing. They want to get away from that. In the NBA, I think the NBA has been shielded a little bit from that because the NBA has been known as the more political league compared to the NFL. But I think even some fans get tired of hearing from an NBA head coach, a multi-millionaire head coach, who probably lives a different life than most people watching the NBA. He lives in his own little bubble. And now he's out lecturing people about how we are a racist nation. It just, to me, it doesn't fly. And it's a pure foolish thing to say from Greg Popovich. Again, he's a very good head coach, obviously. He served his country, and I appreciate that. But I also question, you serve a country that you think is racist? That doesn't make sense to me, and I think it was a foolish thing to say from Greg Popovich. But it won't be the only foolish thing that he has said lately, and it won't be the only foolish thing he will say in the future as well. Because Greg Popovich, he's a social justice warrior, believes that a lot of white people are racist in America, believes Trump is racist, believes that we're all racist now because we don't jump on board the social justice warrior bandwagon. If I were Greg Popovich, you should probably stick to coaching basketball, talking about the San Antonio Spurs, and really not concentrate on the other issues that you believe are going on. For instance, saying that America is racist. Kind of hurting a lot of your possible fan base there, Pop. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.